Hi, welcome to our Kohli's interview with experts. And today, right, we have a very special guest. It's my very dear friend Peng Joon. Okay, right now we are in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Today he just delivered an amazing presentation. He taught people about how to get financial freedom. Okay, through using click funnels. Okay, through using funnels and through using digital marketing. So he's a awesome marketer, fully respected by people around the world. And this past few years, he has actually amassed over 2 million followers on Facebook. That is an incredible feat. Okay, so today, right, we want to interview Peng Joon and find out how did he actually do it and the impact that he has made as a result of this. Okay, so Peng Joon, right, could you just share with us what got you started, to becoming an influencer? What inspired you?
First of all, I think we need to define what is influencer. Like when people say like, I want to be an influencer, like what does that really mean? I think that we are all influencers. Whether you have 50 people following you, whether you have 500,000 people following you, we are all able to persuade and influence as long as we have a message inside of us that is important. Just because if you're starting out and you don't have any followers yet and you think I'm not an influencer, that's not the case. We are all influencers. It's just how we use our message that's already inside us, our voice, how do we deliver it in a way that adds value to somebody else. So for me, I knew that my message was, how can I take what I know in here based on my past experience on what I did in marketing, gaming guides, and how can I actually teach people how to monetize what they know based on their life experience, based on their passion, based on their knowledge, and help them extract that out so that they can actually build a business from it. So for me, that was my goal. And I think that as long as we have that message within us of wanting to add value, wanting to help somebody else, that is what social media is for.
Yeah. So actually, you were the first few influencers that I really wanted to interview because you actually influenced me a lot. And I remember that when I was first starting out, I was out of job and I was just struggling in life. But I remember attending to an event. There was thousands of people and you were speaking there. I saw that, wow, this guy is so young. He's probably, he looks like, younger than me. So I think, and when he was speaking, everyone listened to him, every word you were saying, and you got everybody to, really participated and got everyone learned so much. And that actually inspired me a lot. And I told myself, one day I'm going to work hard and I want to be like Peng Joon. So you were my role model. Okay, really, even till now, many things that I do, I will think, what would Peng Joon do? So I model a lot of things after you as well. I'm very inspired by you. So you are my influencer, my big time influencer. Thank you very much. Okay, and so I knew that you were always playing games, just like to in the past, like in your room, you probably didn't like to go out because I'm like that as well. So how do you get out of this and put yourself in front of camera, in front of people? How do you do that?
You just begin by pressing the record button and you just do it regardless of how you feel, regardless of how other people you think will think of you, when in fact they're really not even thinking about you. So you do it by just doing it.
And when you started, recording videos is not in thing. Recording videos is like,
that's correct.
People will think that you're weird to be recording on video. So how do you get over that kind of social stigma? Aren't you afraid people laugh at you or what?
There will always be people who will laugh at you, whatever you do. Whether you do it, they'll laugh at you. If you don't do it, they'll still laugh at you. Whether you do it however way, there will be somebody who will have something to say based on however you do it. So they're going to say it anyway, and your two options are whether you do it and you get a bigger reach and people know who you are able to make an impact, you have some influence, you have income doing it, and some people, they don't agree with you, they don't like you, or you don't do it, and these people don't know who you are, and you don't do video marketing, you're not able to have the impact and income and influence, and these people still don't agree with what it is that you do anyway. So those are two options if you really think about it.
So it's about not taking too much into the opinion of others and not being frozen by their opinion and do what you believe in.
Right.
So what was your motivation? Like you really wanted to get your word out despite all that negative potential feedback because you wanted to help people.
Actually, what is funny is I didn't even realize that there would be negativity. Like, it didn't even cross my mind until it did. Like, I remember posting up, and because that was all very new to me, so being this person never did before, and I posted up, I remember the first post was that I put up on my Facebook fan page was a live event that I did. And it was like something along the lines of thanking people that were at the event. And there were a lot of people kind of like talking to me. And I remember the first, well, not the first comment, but a comment in that post was, this photo is obviously photoshopped and fake. You can see this person, he's been superimposed there, and this is not an event he was in. And to me, at that time, this was all very new. I'm thinking, how does a person even think like that to begin with? You know? And after having done this for a really long time, I realized that all these critics and naysayers and haters and trolls, they're all part of the equation. And why is it, I mean, if you take a look at it, why is it that all these people who usually have something to say, they don't even have a profile image? It's a picture of a cat or something, right?
That's right.
So,
And dogs.
yeah, and dogs, and their opinion does not matter.
But most people, right, they're too concerned about the opinion of people that they can't even take any action. So Peng Joon has shown a very great example about how you should think, how you should
Just look at
perspective.
any person, thought leader, expert, authority that has really made a big difference. And if you think about any name that has made a difference, I can tell you there isn't a single person that doesn't have a hater. Not one.
Yeah.
Not one.
Definitely.
Even God has haters. Think about that.
A lot.
Right? So if even God has haters, who are you to not have any hater? Unless you do absolutely nothing. But even then, there'll be people who hate on you. Okay.
Yes. When I'm in US, when I'm in Vietnam, we will walk to a shop, like these people will suddenly come up to him and say, hey, you are Peng Joon. I will be like shocked. What's the chance of someone knowing Peng Joon? And they say, oh, I see you on Facebook. I follow you on Facebook. Wow, how did that happen? How are you able to achieve such a wide reach and influence people who can recognize you on the spot? What magic did you use, Peng Joon?
I think when it comes to social media, people think it's very strategy based when it really begins with the message. Many times people think that to get a big influence, it's all about some secret tactic or targeting strategy or what time you post or how often you post, and all those things are all tactical. But if you really look at the top people with followings who are really making a big impact,
Yep.
these people with millions of followers, the reason why they have millions of followers is not because they've got some secret tactic or strategy that they switch on at night when everybody else is asleep. The reason why they have all these people that follow them is because they have a great message.
Yep.
So if you start off with a great message, it doesn't matter how crappy your tactical or strategy might be, you will still be able to get that reach.
I've been through some of your programs, and recently one of your products is doing very well. It's helping a lot of people. It's called the content multiplier. So how is this applicable to people who wants to learn how to be an influencer?
If you think about it right now, this thing that's in your pockets, this is the new TV, right? People don't really go on TV anymore to watch the news. This is the new place they go to get their new news. So if we think of this as the new TV, that means that the thing that's inside here, all these things are the new apps in here. Okay? And these new apps are actually the new channels in the TV.
Yep.
So if these are the new channels, we gotta decide which channel do you want to be a star in. Okay? And Facebook is kind of like the new place to get news. YouTube is the new sitcom. Instagram is the new reality TV. So if we come from that concept, and if we know that this is the new place people go to for information, then what we need to do is we need to have this omnipresence and be everywhere. But the problem is, if we did that, we would have no life. We will be just on our phones every day
Yeah.
like this, posting 4 times a day. So the way to do that is now you have to devise a strategy that allows you to be everywhere without it taking up your life. So that is when I created content multiplier formula as a way to multiply your message everywhere and to be on all these different platforms without it taking up your life. Where all you do is you start off creating a video, something like this one, right, or this one, and from there, that's how we multiply our content and be everywhere. And that's where we compound it and we create the images from it, the articles, the blog posts, the transcription, all of that.
Can you share again where can we get this information so that we can really apply it into our life and enhance our business? And
you just need to go to Content Multiplier Formula. It's in the form of a booklet where I reveal it's a 9-step process. Yeah, you can go and get it at that site.
Content multiplierformula.com. Okay, you absolutely have to go and learn. There's so much content inside. Okay, so Peng Joon, we've been learning so much from you. So one last question. Okay, what do you think of the future of influencer? How do you think it's going to evolve in the next 3 to 5 years?
I think that when it comes to being an influencer, the whole model of let me promote your product for you and do a product placement for X amount of dollars, that is going to be a thing of the past. Because influencers are going to realize that that model actually sucks. That model is what I call for broke influencers. Okay. Ultimately, the people with following that's able to monetize is when they are able to create something of their own. Okay, and where they're not pimping out their name or their brand to a company that's based upon the highest bidder.
Wow.
To me, that is not a business.
That's true.
Yeah. So if you are somebody that's an influencer, don't think of influencers as I need to build up my following so that this company will pay me X amount of money to host this picture of their product on my Instagram. That's not an influencer. An influencer is somebody that's able to influence people in their lives based on things that adds value to them, helping them make the choices, decisions, thought leadership, and actually being somebody that's able to create change and making a difference in their lives, whether it is helping them make more money, save more time, becoming more effective, more efficient, more confident, helping them better become a better person, better a certain skill. That is an influencer.
That's right. So for a person who's just starting out, how can they go in this line to become an influencer? What are some of the basic things that they could do?
Number one is you got to get results for yourself. Like the worst thing you can do is to be like what many influencers do, which is create a fake life. Step number one is get good at what it is that you do or want to do. That should be step one. It's not about let me become an influencer today and go and take this private jet and take a selfie of myself. That's not what an influencer is.
Yeah.
Step one, how do you get on this journey? Get good at what it is you do. Get the experience. Get the result that somebody else want to be able to generate, and then use that as a way to be able to influence and help others.
That's really great advice. Don't be living a fake influencer life, but focus on being successful, being able to help people, and from the angle.
People think that influencer is like showing off the cars and girls, and I can tell you on my Instagram, I don't have any pictures with any of my sports car or any hot chicks. I don't have any funny cat dog videos. I do not believe that's the influencer model.
So great, like we really learned so much, right? Go and follow Peng Joon. Okay, follow him on his Instagram, Facebook, overall, and you're gonna learn a lot from him, right? Attend his course, attend his seminar, hear him speak, and you will be mind blown. You're gonna learn so much. So thank you, Peng Joon.
Thank you.
Appreciate
for
it.
having me. Yeah.
Good buddy. Okay, see you guys again. Take care.